Francesca and I are members of the media in for a really fun 4 years if Trump gets reelected. To give us an idea of what those 4 years might look like, here is what Donald Trump had to say about Ali Velshi, a journalist, being injured while covering a protest.
I remember this guy Welchi, he got hit on the knee with a canister of tear gas and he went down. He didn't, he was down. My knee. Nobody cared. These guys didn't care. They moved him aside. And they just walked right through. It was like, it was the most beautiful thing. No, because after we take all that crap, for weeks and weeks, they would take this crap, and then you finally see men get up there and go right through. Wasn't it really a beautiful sight? It's called law and order, law and order.
Okay, so in case you were wondering what law and order means, he used the example of Ali Velshi, noted Antifa super journalist, being injured not by a tear gas canister, but by a rubber bullet as a beautiful thing. It is a demonstration of a beautiful thing that this journalist was injured.
It's really important to not be numb to this, and I'm glad you're playing these clips. I think it is really easy for people, no matter what side of if you're a Republican, even if you're a liberal, if you're a progressive, if you're a leftist, why would you watch a Trump rally? There is no point in watching a Trump rally, and yet, actually, it's really important to remember who this person is, what he is doing, and this kind of relishing in violence. This is not encouraging. This is not just inciting. It's relishing. When he talked about the wildfires hitting California, and he said it was gonna get cooler, he relishes in the fact that California, a blue state, is on fire, that dozens of people have lost their homes and their lives. He relishes in it. He relishes in federal police officers, his own personal police unit, right, of ICE, going and disappearing activists in Portland, relishes in it. That's who this person is.
Yeah, it's not the first time that we've seen that he totally supports violence against journalists. We've seen it. We have to continue doing our jobs, but knowing that that is what hypothetically that's the next 4 years that we're looking forward to. That if you're Ali, it's Ali Velshi. He's not some crazy like indie, like he's a host on a major show. And they're all cheering. Every single person there was cheering at the fact that he got injured. It's Ali Velshi. He wasn't throwing Molotov cocktails. It was a peaceful protest, which he said, he tweeted. So real Donald Trump, you call my getting hit by authorities in Minneapolis on 5/30/20 by rubber bullet, by the way, not a tear gas canister, a beautiful thing called law and order. What law did I break while covering an entirely peaceful march? And you can rest assured it was entirely peaceful because Ali Velshi was there. He wasn't in the midst of fire bombs going off and all of that. It's Ali Velshi. And that they have been trained to think in that crowd that he is effectively a domestic terrorist, Ali Velshi, because he's a member of the media. He deserves whatever he gets. And if he'd ended up in the hospital, if they'd put out his eye with that rubber bullet, as they have done multiple times with activists, that would be entirely okay. You could not be more right. They relish in violence against their political opponents. That is another, you have to understand that. Nothing, and again, this is a thing that you're not going to be able to shame them about this, or like at some point they'll realize they've crossed a line. They get off on their political opponents being hurt and or killed. Okay,
not even going forward, that's journalists. These are journalists.
Well, they perceive it as their political opponent.
Sure. Oh yeah, sure. It's a political opponent. Yeah.
I
will say, I think we're entering into, man, if he gets 4 more years, but even in these next few months, we're entering into that moment where defunding the police needs to be we need to put action behind that. We already have, but November, again, there are a lot of votes and a lot of ballot measures to potentially rein in the police department, but we're gonna enter into this moment of which side are the police on? Are the police going to be brutalizing protesters and journalists? Or are they going to be obeying those orders, or are they going to not be? Are the police chiefs going to encourage that kind of activity, or are we gonna oust them when they do? Are they going to be agreeing with ICE and when ICE wants to disappear people or pick people up? Or are they going to be disobeying those orders? This is all trickles down to the local level. So once again, know that you have a role to play in your hometown when it comes to this kind of BS law and order, just fascist behavior.
Yeah, 100%. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.